Don't sell yourself short. Fire away.
A lot to talk about. What do you think was more impressive, Marcus's shooting or your team's defensive effort, do you think?
Well, they're both very impressive. We'll start with defense because that's been such a huge point of emphasis with our program. I was really proud of the defense our team played today, especially in the first half. I thought we were, after kind of feeling our way out through the first minute or two, I thought our guys really played outstanding defense, and I think we had a stretch there of I don't know how many minutes, but we held them scoreless for a long period of time. And again, we haven't watched the game yet, but I don't know how long it was. But we thought it was we believed that Kansas State was one of the best defensive teams in the country, and it was going to be really hard to score on them. So we had to do a good job ourselves defending them and be ready for a grinded-out game. And fortunately, point number 2 showed up in Marcus Howard. And Marcus has been really sick the last 3 days. I mean, he's gotten multiple bags of fluids, hasn't been able to practice, and I didn't know what to expect. And I'll take it. He may not practice the rest of the season, but I am mad at him because he gave me his flu. But no, he was awesome, and I love seeing him get to the free throw line. Teams are just, and they're smart. I mean, they just attack him, and so he's got to be a tough son of a gun, mentally and physically, to withstand the defenses and beatings that he's going to get on a nightly basis. And today he was a tough guy.
What does it say about him that he scores 45 despite the sickness?
That he was born to score. No, Marcus is a very, very unique player, and he and Sam on our team have an incredible amount of responsibility because they got to steer the ship while these other guys are figuring out where they're supposed to sit on the ship. And so they have a lot of responsibility, and they both of them answered the bell. I think one of the things that people are going to only talk about, may only talk about Marcus, and obviously that's a well worthwhile storyline. I'd read the article, but I thought our defense on Wade and Brown, their 2 go-to guys, was huge. And Sam was on Wade quite a bit. And Joey did a good job on Wade when he was in there. And then we had a number of our wings on Brown, and all of them did a good job. I thought Sakar played his best game in a long time. And this is a team, because they don't allow you to run offense. They take you out of offense, and they make you make plays that you got to be able to drive the ball against. And Sakar and Marcus were fantastic drivers. And that's why we were able to win the free throw battle. So that was good.
Coach, kind of following up on that, Marcus, it's finding that balance, isn't it, for his threes and driving. And he just was in here and said, hey, I was just going to be aggressive all day. And that was a key, not only to getting the line, but getting everybody involved, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, we want Marcus to be aggressive. I think that's who he is when he's at his best. And that can't change while he's learning and growing in other parts of the game. I mean, that's the normal maturation process that every college basketball player goes through, and Marcus is going through that, and he's done it extraordinarily well, and he's going to continue to get better. And so, I was happy with him. It also helps him that he plays with teammates that you can't help off of. So our big guys did a great job of freeing him up with the ball screen. And because we have guys who can really shoot, the floor is more open than it would be if he was playing for somebody else. And so what he's able to take advantage of is terrific. But there's other pieces that allow him to take advantage of those things. And so that's a good thing.
Just one follow. And Brown is really a good defender. So for him to attack him and get that, he got a technically assist for 8.5 minutes. That was a big part of the game.
It was a big part of the game. And again, I didn't see what happened. But I mean, look, you got to adjust to the way the game's being called. I mean, yeah, he's a really good player. I mean, he's won a lot of ball games.
You and Marcus shared a moment when he exited the game where you just told him, "Thanks for getting me sick," or can you give us some insight into what you said to him?
I told him I was really proud of him, you know, to have the last 72 hours that he's had and to come out in obviously a huge game. Our first sold out. I don't know if it was sold out exactly, but it felt sold out. And to deliver on the stage like that, the way he did was something that made me real proud to be his coach. So I'd also talking about our fans were phenomenal. I want to thank the students. I want to thank our fans for filling this place up. Our guys appreciate it so much when our students show up and when our fans show up. And obviously this was a great game to show up for because of the respect that we all have for Coach Weber and Kansas State. But I hope they show up for this team, regardless of who we're playing. And because every one of these games is huge. And our fans were a huge part of our win today.
And then, first of all, Jamal Cain.
Does your arm ever get tired?
I don't know. It builds my strength a little bit.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you.
Jamal Cain didn't see him. Was that coach's decision?
Yeah.
And then you have the stretch of, I think it's 3 ranked opponents, 3 weeks. How
we
nice
had
is
a
it to
stretch
start
today
with
against
this?
Kansas State, and we took care of business. And we got a stretch tomorrow where we got to practice and learn from it. Things we did well, things we have to get better at, and that's all we're looking at is the 200 feet in front of us. So you can analyze the stretch. We're going to analyze this game as a staff. We're going to give our guys feedback, and then we're going to work to get better. And nothing else is important.
That's it. Thanks.
Yep.